minute, a long time, meaning since I've been here live on YouTube. I mean, I've been hitting you with some videos here and there, of course, but I've been neglecting my YouTube family. I have. I ain't gonna lie. I have been neglecting y'all, but I'm back. I'm back here live. I don't have anybody here with me yet, but you know that don't stop me. And I hope you are having, whomever catches the replay, I hope you are having today a happy full moon. Happy full moon in Capricorn. And today I am here because it's a full moon. And because the full moon is full of a lot of emotions, full of a lot of, let me see something. It's full of a lot of emotions and oh yeah, full of a lot of emotions and emotional roller coasters and feelings and releasing and just things that come to the surface because that's what it's supposed to do. I hope my mic is working good. But yeah, that's what the full moon is supposed to do. It's supposed to bring those emotions up in you that you've been shoving down, that you haven't been releasing, that you haven't been transmuting. Bring them to the surface so that you can do what you're supposed to do with them, and that's release them or transmute them. So I am coming to you today with a treat of showing you what you can do with those emotions as an artist. Specifically, you know, I'm usually here for my artists and my creatives, but specifically as an artist, how you can use those emotions that's coming up during this full moon to be productive. Yes, I said it, productive. Now, when we think about emotions and productivity, most of us usually have this stigma against emotions where we feel like emotions is the opposite of taking us to productive. It takes us in the opposite direction of being productive. We feel like, you know, emotions are weak. We feel like emotions are unproductive. We feel like, you know, they take us in a place, put us in a place of like uncontrollability, right? Uh, and I won't argue with that notion, but I will say that that's because we're doing it wrong. And when I say doing it wrong, I mean we're doing emotions wrong. Hey there. Happy full moon in Capricorn today. And I'm bringing you some knowledge on how you can use those emotions that's coming up today to be productive in your artistry, to be productive as an artist. And these emotions are supposed to be done in a way that is going to actually help you tap into them, not push yourself away from them. Those emotions are supposed to be done. The emotional processing is supposed to be beneficial for you, not in a way that you feel like it's taking you from productivity. So most of us are shying away from the process of emotional processing because we feel like it's going to keep us down. We feel like we're going to get caught in it. We feel like we're going to get stuck in it. We feel like it's going to take us in the opposite direction of productivity. And as an artist, if you're doing that, if you are shoving your emotions down, pushing your emotions away, and not welcoming your emotions, you are actually affecting your very tool as an artist that helps you create. So I am here to help you to have a strategy in processing those emotions so that they can work for you in that productivity, right? And I got my notes here because I will ramble on and on and on and on and I don't want to ramble. But I am bringing you this video here today to start off my series of lazy artist productivity sessions, because who here has been a lazy artist? Who here is a lazy artist? Let me just raise my hand. Let me just be real. Like, who here finds it hard to engage in their artistry regularly? Who here finds it hard to just push their artistry to the side? Hey, how's it going? Who here finds it hard to push their artistry? I mean, who here finds it easy to push their artistry to the side and just, feel like it's not that serious because I'm not really doing anything with it. Or even if you have a project coming up, whatever artist are you, whatever medium of artist you are, even if you have a project coming up, what is your system of productivity? Do you procrastinate a lot as an artist? Do you, I mean, I'm with you, raising your hand. Do you procrastinate a lot as an artist? Do you consider yourself lazy when it comes time to getting things done as an artist? Um, it's a reason for that. And, there is emotions and subconscious understandings and subconscious beliefs behind that understanding of productivity in your artistry. And you can strategically pull out of the person that you are made up of, like even when it comes to your astrology, your human design, you can pull out of those aspects to create a productivity system that is good for you. And that's something that I assist with my artists, with my artist productivity services with my company, The Real Tips. But today I am here starting off my lazy artist sessions where we're just going to come and have creative sessions together where we're going to sit down together and create together, but from a divine space, from a intuitive space, create. So even if you have a project coming up, whether you don't have a project coming up, these sessions will help you sit down, tap into your senses, tap into your intuition, and move forward with being productive with your artistry from that intuitive place, from that purposeful place, right? So again, using your emotions is actually very good in productivity. And there's a couple of ways that like we can use our emotions to benefit our productivity. Like I said, many people have this stigma that emotions are the opposite of being productive. So most times people who are not engaging in their artistry, people who like are hidden artists or are a little bit fearful of going towards their artistry, the reason why they are holding off their artistry, the reason why they're shutting themselves off from their artistry is because of the emotions that they feel come with their artistry, which is very true because as artists we are purposefully sensitive. As artists we are sensitive for a reason, so that we're able to feel everything, sense everything that's going on around us, take in everything with our senses, and then turn it around and release it and transmute it into a beautiful creative masterpiece. So a lot of people who are shying away from engaging their artistry, they are actually shying away from it subconsciously because they don't want to engage the emotions, the emotional acceptance, and the emotional feeling and sensory that comes with being an artist. So it's not even that they're shying away from them them singing, or they're shying away from them, acting, or they're shying away from them writing. It's not that they're shying away from that. It's subconsciously that they're shying away from the things that they feel when they engage into their artistry, or the things that they sense when they engage in their artistry. And in turn, they're doing themselves a disservice because they're not engaging in the very thing that was put into them purposefully, for a reason, purposefully to help heal them, purposefully to help fulfill them, purposefully to help light them up as artists. And when I say them, I'm talking about you, I'm talking about me, I'm talking about all of the people that have cut themselves. Sorry, I keep touching this, right? I'm a Gemini rising, so I use my hands a lot. But but yeah, people that cut themselves off of their artistry subconsciously because of certain fears. And I know that fear is the fear of feeling the emotions that comes with your artistry, because as artists we're purposefully meant to be sensitive. But the whole thing behind you stopping your emotions or the whole thing behind artists not wanting to engage their emotions. How do you get rid of the narcissist? Well, that's not necessarily what I'm talking about, but I will say that you got to tap into your own sense of narcissism first, and that sense of narcissism actually comes from your child self, where your child self, your artist is actually your inner artist is in the child self. So I would say go back to your child self, engage your own internal sense of narcissism that you maybe got shut off from engaging. And then maybe you won't, as you engage more of the narcissistic traits within yourself, you may not attract you. That's digging into the shadows, and that's working with the shadows. And then you may no longer attract a narcissist. But that's a little off the topic of what I'm talking about, but it kind of is on topic because it's engaging the child self, and the artist is in the child self. Okay. So as I continue to understand emotions, and that emotions and sensing emotions and feeling emotions are connected to being an artist, I've understood and created a strategy in processing my emotions in a strategic way where it doesn't create this sense of me getting stuck in my emotions, where it doesn't create this sense of, oh, I'm just so stuck and I can't be productive today because I'm too emotional. Now as an artist, we do have to entitle ourselves to those days where we are just in the sensing zone, in the feeling zone of emotions, and not the doing zone. But of course, that's not an everyday thing. And we're here today to talk about how to use those emotions to be productive. So there's two ways that the artist, whether you are a performance artist, a singer, musician, a creative writer, a poet, a visual artist, there are two ways that the artist can utilize emotions to be productive. And that is, once they actually feel them, once they actually go through the process of feeling the emotions, you either release with those emotions or you transmute with those emotions. And the tool in which you release or transmute those emotions is your art. Your art is the tool in which you release or transmute those emotions. So let me get a little bit deeper into what I mean by release or transmute, right? Uh, release, I release meaning to actually get the emotion out of you. I'm doing a video right now. Okay, I'll come in a little bit, okay? Sorry, that's baby girl. That's another thing that can put you in the process of being a lazy artist. This is why I have to be strategic in and engage in my artistry, because I have a lot of things that call on me in order to. Okay, give me a moment. Nine, sweetheart. Hey, okay, I shouldn't give you them because you're not being respectful. Okay, because what I tell you. Next time, I'm not giving it to you because you didn't follow the instructions. There you go. I'm coming. I know y'all here with me. I know y'all here with me, and y'all heard me and my baby. That's how I gotta look. That is another thing of being a lazy artist that can affect you, is being a parent and just your responsibilities. And so that's another reason why I want to bring these sessions to y'all. Okay, that's why I want to bring these sessions to you, to understand that we have to be strategic and engage in our artistry, and we can't just let it go by the wayside. Strategy is not just letting it go by the wayside and saying forget it. forget it. I'm not going to engage my artistry. No, you have to be strategic and move around it. So yeah, you guys got a glimpse into one of my lazy artist factors, but that's okay because that's why I'm coming with you guys and we're going to do this together, and engaging our artistry together. So using our emotions for productivity, releasing or transmuting, right? Releasing is actually releasing, doing something that is going to release the energy of the emotion out of you. And usually that's something that's very high intensity that can release the emotion out of you. If you're a performer, like usually actually performance in itself can release the emotions out of you. So if you get up and practice and rehearse, you can release the emotion, that whatever emotion that you may be dealing with. Now transmuting the emotion is taking that emotion and utilizing and kind of turning it into, or raising it into a higher vibration. So for example, if you were feeling rejected or overlooked, you take that emotion and you use it to do something that is gonna make you feel seen. You do something that's going to make you feel seen by yourself, and you can do something that is going to make you feel seen by others, or you do something that is going to put you in the position to move on to the next person, to be seen, because maybe it's an opportunity where they overlooked you, where they're not the only opportunity, right? So that is what transmuting is. You take that emotion, I mean, women do that a lot. Women do that a lot when it comes to breakups. And we take that emotion of like feeling hurt, and we take that emotion of feeling rejected. We take that emotion and we go do something with it. We go start a degree program with it. We go start, you know what I mean? So as an artist, we have to strategically utilize these emotions instead of sitting in these emotions, instead of just getting caught up in them and or shying away from them because we feel like that's not going to allow us to be productive. No, use that emotion for your productivity. What can you do that will release? What can you do as an artist? What type of task can you do in your artistry that will release that emotion, or that will transmute that emotion and take that emotion higher on the vibrational scale of awareness? Then that is a strategy you utilize to act yourself. So as an artist, like I said, it's inevitable that we are going to feel. It's inevitable that we are going to be sensitive. We're purpose to be sensitive so that we can feel and take in as an artist. But if you shut that down, if you shut that sensitivity down, you are not fully engaging your artistry like you need to, and you're doing yourself a disservice for your art. That is why a lot of people have creative blocks, because they are trying to shove emotions down or trying to stop themselves from feeling emotions, in turn blocking themselves from being creative. Well, you have to feel in before you can utilize the emotion. You can't utilize the emotion without feeling the emotion first. And so yeah, so that's my little spiel. But now I want to go into the creative session of this live. And for again, those of you that just got here, I am starting off my lazy artist productivity sessions, in which I want to come together and create a space for us to sit down and get some creative tasks done together. However, not just from a let's get it done, let's get the task done space, but from an intuitive space, from a purposeful space, from a divine artistry space. And let's go into how we do that. So, the first thing I want you to do is to write down at least 3 tasks of your artistry 3 tasks that you can do that is possible for you to do to get done today. You don't have to complete it today, but in this timing, I want us to do enough of it where we feel like we did something, right? So write down at least three tasks that are options. I'm not saying you're going to get 3 tasks done. I am saying these are options that you can do today. Because what we're going to do is we're going to go into a sensory meditation and we're going to go into tap into how you are feeling. We're going to tap into how you are feeling and what may be the feelings that are currently coming up for you. And after you come out of that meditation of feeling, the sensory meditation of feeling, then we're going to go into the release and transmute phase of it. And I want you to be able to pull one of those tasks from that list that you can go into it that feels intuitive for you to go into. Out of those 3 or however many tasks you write, choose one after our sensory meditation, and whatever, based off of what you are feeling intuitively, which out of those tasks will feel good to go into intuitively. Okay. And this is how we create and set ourselves up as divine artists to create from an intuitive space, from a divine space. We tap into our senses first. Okay. So now we're going to go into a sensory meditation. So a sensory meditation is a meditation in which we tap into all of our senses. We just tap into our body. We do a body scan and we feel into what we have going on into our body. We feel into our body. We feel into all of the sensations of our body to sense what we are dealing with, right? So let's go into that. I'm going to turn the music up just a little bit. I didn't give you a moment to write your 3 tasks down. Write your 3 tasks down. Write down your 3 tasks. Okay. So now we're going to go into our sensory meditation. I want you to relax. I want you to sit in a space that is relaxing. I want you to have a little bit of room around you. Just feel relaxed and not too closed in or too tight for you, depending on what is comfortable for you. And I first would like you, if it feels good, close your eyes. It's up to you and your intuition and your sense of comfort. I want you to inhale on the count of 7. And I want you to exhale on the count of 9. Now, when you exhale, I want you to exhale through your mouth, and I want you to do an audible exhale. So I want you to make a noise, the most intuitive noise that comes out when you exhale. Okay, let's begin. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last time. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Beautiful. Now, I want you to tap into your senses. This is usually better done with your eyes closed, but it again is totally up to you and in your intuition. But I want you to try and close your eyes, and I would like for you to direct your attention to your feet, to the bottoms of your feet, the soles of your feet. Feel any sensation that is going on within your feet. Move up to your ankles. Feel any sensation that is happening within your ankles. Move up on to your calves and your shins. Feel any sensation that is occurring there. Move up more on to your knees, on up to your thighs. As you feel these sensations, I want you to describe these sensations. Do they feel hot? Do they feel tingly? Do they feel tight? Describe how they feel. Continue to move up to your hips. Your hips are the place that usually holds the most emotions. So as you feel into your hips, feel the sensation. You should also feel at least one emotion come up for you. What is that emotion? Move up to your womb or your growing area. What sensations do you feel there? What emotion do you feel there? Continue to move up the attention towards your belly button. What sensations do you feel there in your solar plexus? What emotions are you sensing there? Come on up past your stomach to your heart. Feel the sensations within your heart. Does your heart feel heavy? Does it feel tight or tense? How does that area feel? What are the sensations or emotions that you are feeling there? Move on up to your throat. Feel any tension that is within your throat or any emotions that come up in association with your throat. Move up to your face, your lips, your nose, your eyes, your forehead, Name all the sensations or emotions you are feeling within these areas. Come to the top of your head. And feel the sensations throughout your whole entire body now. You should be a bit more sensitive to these sensations as you have navigated through this body scan. You should feel more open to these feelings and sensations, more able to tap in and sense those. As you are more open, I would like you to ask yourself the question, what is currently bothering me? And notice what comes up immediately. Notice the feelings that come up, the emotions. Notice the sensations. Within all of your senses, I want you to tap into this emotion. What does this emotion or these emotions feel like to the touch? What do these emotions smell like? What do they sound like? Do you see anything visually with the emotions in your mind's eye? Do you taste anything with these emotions? Feel the intensity of these emotions and feel the body part that this sensation is in. Feel its intensity. Do not shy away from its intensity. Feel it and stay with it. Stay with it. Do not shut it down. Just describe this feeling as you are feeling it. Do not shut it down. Call it out. Call it out and describe it. I feel hot. I feel heavy. I feel weak. I feel strong. What does it feel like? Now I ask you to open your eyes, and with this sensation, with this feeling, I would like for you to go into one of your tasks. So choose a task from the list and go into that task with these feelings, with this sensation. I'm going to choose a poem. And now I would like for you to sit with this task and take these emotions into this task. Take these emotions with you and sit and do this task uninterrupted. Also, if you feel emotion coming out when you're doing these tasks, don't hold it back. Don't hold it back. Of course, I have the feeling that I want to because I'm on camera, but you guys are not on camera. So don't hold that emotion back that you may be feeling as you're creating these tasks, okay? Or as you're following through and engaging in these tasks. Let it out. Let it all out. Whether it's you letting it out into the paper, into the task, or you physically letting it out, or you letting it out into your performance. Again, release or transmute. I'm doing some transmuting. Actually, I'm doing a little bit of both. Okay. So that's going to be the end of, hold on, let me stop. That's going to be the end of the session for today. How did it feel? I actually got a lot done in that little bit of time. I wrote me a poem and I put together me a quick loop beat together for it. So I got my creativity in for the day. I got my emotional release and transmutation in for the day. How did you do? So, again, this is something that I would like to bring to you all on live regularly and frequently to help. It's called the Lazy Artist Productivity Sessions, and to help people like me who sometimes fall into the lazy artist category sometimes, whether that is because you're being a mom, whether that is because you are working a lot, whether that is because you just don't know how to strategize sitting down and create, whether that is because you are trying to hide from those emotions that come out when you're creating. This is a space for us to sit down and do that. And if you want to dig deeper into the emotions that you experience and feel behind your artistry, even if you are a professional artist, those emotions that need to be processed behind your artistic career experiences, that is something that I assist with my company, The Real Tips. We help, so we provide artistic holistic development, and we help artists to assess, recover from the emotions that they face behind their artistry. We help artists process their emotions in a way that's going to get them back and keep them in tune with their divine identity, as well as grow as an artist in their artistry. So, if you want to learn more about that, if you would like my help, whether it is from uh, feeling rejection paralysis, whether it is from performance anxiety, whether it is from, needing some productivity management. That is some things that we help with. We even assist with productivity sourcing. If there are things that you just feel are too overwhelming for you to do in your productivity, we have a creative assistance division that will assist with that. And you can find out more about us at talentalchemy.com. Thank you so much for being here with me. I'll be back with my lazy artist my lazy artist productivity session series. And it might not just be a series, it's just or it's going to be an ongoing series. So it's something that I want to continue to bring to you all. And if you want to learn more, look at talentalchemy.life. Okay, thank you for being here with me, and continue to engage your divine artistry. Peace.